much has been made of one statistic. The fact that Rhea Ripley has never defeated IYO SKY in her career. I had the opportunity to talk to Rhea Ripley this afternoon. I asked her about that. She looked me in the eyes and she said, Cole, guess what? I own it. That's on me. I haven't been able to get the job done against IYO SKY, but I'm done talking about it. Tonight, I'm gonna prove to the world why mommy is always on top.
And those, to me, Cole, are just hollow words until you get the job done. In your career, you tend to favor fighting against certain superstars with certain styles. I always like taking on the smaller guys, the cruiserweights. I personally struggle against any of the guys who are bigger than me. Now, Ripley may well have found her own kryptonite in the form of IYO SKY, and that tough talk, the mantra, I think it belies the fact that Ripley in her head may well already feel defeated. She's never going to admit that publicly, but this, to Ripley, may be mission impossible.
Rhea looking to win her 4th World Championship. She competed at the very first Evolution in 2018, defending the NXT United Kingdom Championship. She's won tag titles and NXT titles in the Royal Rumble. But tonight would feel oh so good for the Eradicator. The Women's World Champion, IYO SKY. Remember what happened back in March when IYO SKY shocked everyone, taking the championship from Rhea Ripley, paving her way to WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, where she went on to defend that championship in a triple threat match against Belair and Rhea Ripley. And Rhea Ripley has always been of the opinion she never really got a fair shake in a one-on-one rematch for the gold against the woman who dethroned her, IYO SKY. Well, that changes tonight. There can be no excuses after this evening's main event from Rhea Bloody Ripley.
The genius of the sky, one of the greatest wrestlers on the planet today. Former Money in the Bank winner, a 2-time world champion, couple-time tag champ, NXT tag titles as well. Let's head up to Alicia Taylor.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Women's World Championship! Introducing first, the challenger. From Adelaide, South Australia, Rhea Ripley. And her opponent, from Tokyo, Japan, she is the Women's World Champion, IYO SKY!
It is the main event tonight of the second ever WWE Evolution, the all-women's premium live event that has wowed since the start tonight. Tiffany Stratton, earlier on, defending the WWE Women's Championship against Trish Stratus in what was Trish's first singles match for a title in 18 years. And now IYO SKY defends the women's world title against Rhea Bloody Ripley. Official Jessica Carr will work this matchup, and we are underway. Wade, let's talk about the strategy in this, especially for Rhea Ripley, who's never beaten IYO SKY. That's in her mind. It's going to affect her mentally, perhaps. How does she get it out of her head?
What was that Ted Lasso quote? Be a goldfish. You've simply got to forget the past, if possible. Block it out right now. Realize you are in there with a human being. This is not kryptonite. You are the dominator, and you have to reinforce that now against IYO SKY.
Yeah, IYO SKY wants to create space, stay away from Rhea Ripley, allow her speed and agility and her high-flying maneuvers to take over. For Rhea Ripley, you want to wear IYO SKY down, use your power, take her out of her game.
For me, this is the two best female wrestlers on planet Earth in 2025. Highly appropriate that we're closing out this incredible PLE with these two battling it out for the gold. The question remains, though, who is one and who is two?
You know, a lot was made back at Night of Champions that Rhea Ripley needed a win over Raquel Rodriguez in that street fight. It was a must-win. Rhea covering a kick-out, and she did. She did the job. She picked up the victory. This is a must-win tonight, I believe, for Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, and that matchup against Raquel at Night of Champions was a major momentum builder. And this really is a momentum game. You start to believe a little differently when you rack up those W's that you've historically perhaps struggled with.
Snapmare, and IYO lands on her feet.
And the mocking, the mind games getting right in the head of Rhea Ripley. Yeah, Rhea, that one normally works, doesn't it? Not tonight, not against me.
Healthy show of respect. Remember, it was IYO SKY who chose to defend her title at Evolution against Rhea Ripley. Said she wanted to face the best in the world. I'm sure the fact that she hasn't lost to Rhea probably figured into that as well.
Yeah, I don't believe a word of that from IYO SKY. She wanted to beat a woman who she truly believes cannot beat her, and that woman is Rhea Ripley. What a statement it would be to pull out yet another win against the Eradicator.
IYO with a leapfrog up over the top. Rhea Ripley able to fly through. He tells IYO SKY, bring it. IYO went for the sunset flip. Rhea able to hold on. And now looking to overpower the women's world champion. She sends her into the corner.
None of this is surprising to IYO SKY. She's tasted the power of Ripley before, but importantly, she knows how to neutralize it.
Yeah, IYO realizes that she's stuck in the corner there, trying to make her way out. Rhea Ripley said, hey, I had you. Now she's the one playing mind games.
That chess game in the early going.
You already know this, okay? I respect you.
I respect you too.
Good. So let's fight.
Respect goes out the window when the fight starts, right?
Nobody came here for a show of respect. We came here for a bloodbath between two of the greatest on the planet.
IYO got caught going up over the top, but she was able to recover.
Now we're heading that way.
And IYO SKY, Rhea Ripley, ran into the drop kick that time.
Heaviest shot so far in the match, and it comes from IYO SKY.
Champions
that again gets in the head of Ripley.
Champion's advantage too for IYO. It's got to be pinned or submitted to lose the title tonight. Went for a suicide dive, and Rhea caught her with a forearm. And now Rhea Ripley in control.
And that is what you call a retort from Mammy.
IYO SKY does not want to be in this predicament. Lands on the apron. Kick back to Ripley.
IYO SKY better than anyone at keeping opponents.
Moonsault takes out Rhea.
I'll tell you right now, IYO SKY, one of the most reckless superstars I have ever watched, mainly reckless with her own body. Went for broke here, and Mammy had the answer, but quickly coming up with a plan B. IYO SKY taking flight with a major sting to Rhea Ripley.
Rhea sent back into the ring. IYO SKY now on the attack, realizes she's in control. SKY now top rope. Rhea not sure where she's at. IYO SKY, look at that, double knees, turns it in to a pinning combination and a kick out.
And now getting Rhea Ripley all tied up. Cannot see where the next attack is coming from. And Ripley's game plan just hasn't worked so far.
And again, IYO SKY able to wrestle Rhea Ripley down to the mat into a crossface here.
And again, it's IYO SKY with the upper hand, and Rhea Ripley just isn't used to that. She's being out-wrestled, out-maneuvered, out-fought.
Wait, did you ever have anyone in your career that you just could not beat, that always had your number?
Yeah, anyone with a pulse, pretty much, as I recall correct. I think Sheamus knocked my block off more than one occasion, so I'll probably say him.
Boom!
This is just a...
IYO bouncing Rhea off the apron, and the world champion control.
And Rhea Ripley at this point in the match, and it's still technically the early goings, looks like a mannequin getting ragdolled around at will by the champ, IYO SKY.
IYO SKY just has Rhea Ripley's number. There's no doubt about it. The one opponent that Rhea just cannot solve the puzzle of. Rhea on the apron now. And now IYO SKY, caught by Rhea Ripley.
Lifted with one hand, but again, IYO SKY gets out of there.
And now both women fighting on the apron. And a physical contest. Expected it this way. Oh, and a knee! What a thunderous knee by Ripley.
With one leg.
And now Rhea sending IYO into the announce table face first.
Oh, this is a hard announce table. This is a rare announce table we use. That is solid metal on the corner. This ain't wood anymore. And the jaw of IYO SKY went flush into it.
And Rhea, realizing that she can't win via countout, broke the count, went back out to get the champ.
Well, you finally got the upper hand, Rhea. You've got to make it count.
IYO's driven into the barricade hard.
And that is one way to put an exclamation point on the damage you are now doing to the champ.
Yeah, Sky bounced off the steps, and suddenly Rhea Ripley's in control.
And soaking up that early pressure was the Eradicator. Perhaps IYO SKY got a little ahead of herself. There was a big smile on IYO SKY's face for the opening 5 or 6 minutes of this one. Well, that smile has been wiped away, and Mommy is back.
A Mommy chants here at the State Farm Arena in Atlanta. Rhea Ripley now showing off her power. She lifts Sky up and delivers a knee to the spine. A backbreaker.
Laser focus now is Rhea Ripley on doubling down on every attack.
And dropping Sky on the top rope, focusing on the core. Rhea, cover, hooks the leg, forcing IYO to kick out.
Still deciding if the focus is on the core or the face or the arm. It's been a full body attack really from Rhea Ripley, and now once again going back to that midsection. That could be the strategy for Ripley, whatever she's been cooking up in the build-up to this one.
My sources are telling me that Yoshitatsu had your number when you were wrestling, as Rhea Ripley now.
Do we like that? I love the tats, but I don't think he ever beat me.
Continues to control IYO SKY, center of the ring for the Women's World Championship in our main event at Evolution. IYO SKY, great pinning combination. Wise move by the veteran Sky. But Rhea Ripley with a drop kick right to the face. Cover! IYO has to kick it too.
And IYO's hurting now, and that look in the eye of Rhea Ripley is the cogs turning. Oh, God.
And Rhea getting frustrated now.
That almost hit us, whatever that thing was.
And again, she's frustrated, Wade. Not being able to put IYO SKY away.
Well, take your frustrations out on your opponent, and she may well be about to do that.
They're trying to do this now in a version of an abdominal stretch here. Remember, working the core of the world champion IYO SKY.
There was a scream that was emitted from the lungs of IYO SKY that I haven't heard from her in a long time.
Rhea punishing the world champ.
Guttural roar from IYO SKY. Must be an agony at this point.
IYO back to her feet. Left hands to Rhea. Rhea with a right of her own. IYO doubled over in pain as Rhea is taken over now. IYO SKY now trying to build a little momentum. Ducks underneath the clothesline. IYO SKY DDT!
Spiked on the top of Rhea Ripley's head.
And just when you thought IYO is down and out, she rallies.
Yeah, IYO really needed this. Had been under the cosh for several minutes, but pull out this. Little bit of daylight. Don't celebrate too soon, collapsing immediately after both women down.
Turning point in this match, perhaps. IYO the champion, Rhea the challenger. A great rivalry, but a lopsided one. Rhea hopes to turn the tables tonight. IYO blocks it out. IYO unloading with the right hands to Rhea Ripley. Look at IYO go. Rhea said, oh, interception. Oh, face first goes Ripley. Stop to the midsection.
Ripley tried to tuck and roll through that, but ended up eating it. Perhaps collarbone first, perhaps face first. Regardless, she is wobbled now, and the champ taken over again.
IYO SKY with a German suplex to Ripley.
And Ripley is really rocked here now.
Talk about a package of dynamite.
Well, looking in the eyes of
World
Ripley
Champ.
on the outside, she has no clue where she's at. And IYO SKY is about to pick up a head of steam.
IYO now, suicide dive, takes out Ripley right in front of us.
Ripley looking like jelly on the outside.
And now IYO heading back up to the top rope. Rhea Ripley on spaghetti legs here. IYO SKY misses the front kick, down goes Rhea.
What a bullseye. And that is the last thing you ever want to see this deep into a matchup. IYO SKY laughing off the pain.
And firing up the WWE fans here in Atlanta.
Here's your kryptonite, Rhea Ripley.
IYO SKY, bullet train attack.
Sky just looks fresh as a daisy.
Cover to retain. 1, 2. Kick out by Rhea at 2.
What an assertive few moments there from IYO SKY. Take a look back at this suicide dive from Rhea Ripley, who was all over the place on the outside, and it got even worse once she was thrown back in the ring.
What a physical matchup. The longer this goes, the more toll it takes on these women's bodies.
Well, the truth is, these two women, the only way they're going to be pinned or submitted is by absorbing a major physical toll.
IYO could be looking for over the moonsault. Rhea Ripley, though, going to meet her on the top rope. Rhea Ripley, IYO lands on her feet. Rhea dropped on the back of her head.
And again, that is hot.
Nobody home. Ripley with an opening and a clubbing blow to the spine.
And that was a heavy shot from Ripley, and what is she cooking up here?
Oh, it all bounced it neck first off the turnbuckle. Or was it the back? Nonetheless, it was dangerous and effective.
But again, once that flurry from Rhea Ripley was absorbed by the champ, immediately biting back was IYO SKY. It must be so demoralizing for Rhea Ripley. Your best shots are seemingly bouncing off IYO SKY.
Yeah, IYO never say die as Rhea Ripley drops to the knee to counter and block. And now with IYO SKY. Lands on her feet off the body drop, and now IYO!
Shote, uppercut after uppercut after uppercut.
Oh, and a kick by Rhea. Now Rhea Ripley a stomp to the foot. Face first off the knee. Went for a DDT. Ripley able to counter. Used the power to her advantage. Went for a vertical suplex. IYO SKY drops behind. Oh, and an elbow caught her.
Never seen a woman with so many counters as IYO SKY.
Oh my goodness!
Oh God, a poison Rana to Rhea Ripley, who may be out cold.
And Rhea somehow kicks out at 2 as IYO is looking to retain. Poison Rana.
Such a difficult move to pull off, but in a flash, that is why IYO SKY may well confirm herself imminently as the greatest wrestler on planet Earth.
I'm not arguing with you. It has been a hell of a night at Evolution here in Atlanta. In our main event, Rhea Ripley, IYO SKY going toe-to-toe for the Women's World Championship and supremacy on Monday Night Raw.
You just feel the adrenaline in this arena. They're witnessing something very special, and it looks like Ripley is close to getting put to the sword, or is it?
IYO SKY once again trying to go to the sky.
Where she's at her most devastating, and of course, Rhea Ripley knows that as well as anybody.
Yeah, trying to play defense again. Sky now up to the top rope. Not sure what she can do here. Rhea's close to the corner. And now Rhea Ripley ducks Sky to the top turnbuckle.
There was a wobble this deep in the matchup, and Ripley wasn't going to hesitate.
Razor's edge!
Little trick from her body. Damian Priest.
Sit out powerbomb! IYO still in it!
Take another look at this. Terror Twin, Damian Priest, very impressed with that one. And this was perhaps even more impressive. Deadlift sit-out powerbomb, but saved the most impressive part for that kick-out from IYO SKY.
And Rhea Ripley again getting frustrated. Could not believe that was just a 2 count as she questions the official Jessica Carr. Look at the look on the face of Rhea Ripley. How many times have you seen that look of disbelief, of almost like, I don't know if I can do this, in the eyes of Rhea?
It's doubt in the mind of Ripley that has existed all along because of IYO SKY.
Look at IYO now, looking for the riptide. IYO SKY able to catch her in a sleeper. Rhea back IYO into the corner, trying to break their sleeper hold, finally does.
Find her way out of that. This deep in a match, the last thing you need is your neck and throat compressed. You're already gasping for oxygen. What a haymaker to the jaw there.
What a match. Physical as it can be.
Wouldn't expect anything less out of these two.
What's Rhea gonna do here?
She can do whatever she wants. There is no resistance. Oh, God.
Look like for a superplex. IYO SKY able to shift her balance.
Watch the hair now, watch the hair, come on, foot!
Land on the apron, the official Jessica Carr saying, watch the hair.
Great wriggle from IYO SKY at the right moment. Just popped Rhea Ripley off balance. Got her way out of trouble.
IYO top rope. Oh, no! Rhea ducked out of harm's way. IYO inadvertently hit their official. Jessica Carr has been knocked out of the ring.
Oh, Jessica Carr is in agony on the
And a
outside.
headbutt. Rhea Ripley now with a riptide to Sky. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley had Sky pinned, but there's no official. The referee was taken out of this match. Rhea Ripley had the damn match won, but there was no official to count.
Well, this must feel like a curse to Rhea Ripley. You can't win with the referee in the ring. You can't win with the referee out of the ring, but for all intents and purposes, this one should have been over.
Yeah, Rhea Ripley should be the women's world champion now. Rhea Ripley angry, frustrated. I believe she's about to take that frustration out on IYO SKY.
Well, keep stacking that offense. You have to keep IYO SKY down. Eventually, we're either going to get a new ref, or Jessica Carr might recover, but this is spilling out all over the place here.
Yeah, another razor's edge, and then the kick drives IYO SKY into the front row here in Atlanta.
Now, normally you'd be worried about a count out at this point, but I guess that's not happening right now anyway.
Yeah, who the hell's going to count? Ripley and Sky fighting into the WWE Universe here at State Farm Arena.
And Rhea Ripley, understandably, has now completely lost it.
Yeah, she should be the women's world champion. This is all frustration now, coming out, oozing out of the pores of Rhea Ripley. She finally had IYO SKY beaten, but there was no official to make the count. And now Rhea Ripley unloading on the champion. And a headbutt.
God, you heard that.
I'm not quite sure what Rhea Ripley is capable of.
Rhea Ripley needs to get it together and fast.
In the state of mind that she is in right now.
This match is still ongoing, of course.
Well, there's no officials, nobody to count.
But it's getting damn ugly.
Now in the equipment cases over there in the corner of this arena. Rhea Ripley with IYO SKY up top. IYO SKY trying to shift her weight. Rhea Ripley with the power. IYO trying to hang on, not from up there.
Playing it on by the fingertips just in the nick of time, because that was going to be nasty as hell.
Rhea collapsed into the floor. IYO SKY collapsing as well in what has been a physical and a tasking matchup.
Oh no.
Come on, what's IYO thinking?
Oh no. Don't do it, IYO.
IYO climbing up high.
Never more comfortable than when in the air.
The genius of the sky with Ripley in trouble.
The highest risk superstar of them all.
IYO with a crossbody, and IYO and Rhea are down. IYO to be 20 feet in the air. And both women are down.
Putting her body on the line upon that landing, IYO SKY screaming in agony, and I think Rhea Ripley incapable of screaming in agony. Well, this has swung once again.
And now IYO SKY back on her feet, trying to drag Rhea Ripley around the arena and continue the punishment. Again, our official Jessica Carr was taken out by a missile drop kick moments ago, and is still out of the matchup. The match continues.
Two women knocking the hell out of each other in pursuit of excellence, in pursuit of greatness, in pursuit of history.
And again, this isn't last woman standing. It's not a no-holds-barred match. It's a traditional championship match.
And if the referee's down, it's technically legal.
Rhea dumped back into the ringside area now by IYO SKY, the world champ, who has put on a clinic tonight.
Not a Rhea Ripley I've ever seen looking like this before. A shadow of a former self.
Oh my God, not into the announce table. Oh my goodness. IYO SKY went ribs first into the corner of the announce table.
And that was those ribs that were worked over by Rhea Ripley earlier in the matchup.
And Rhea dumping IYO back into the ring, but Rhea's still down and out. Rhea gasping for air.
Rhea has had her chest caved in by a flying IYO SKY.
IYO SKY just had her ribs caved in by the side of our announce table.
Referee had her ribs caved in too. A lot of ribs getting caved in tonight, but the match continues.
Rhea trying to drag herself up to the apron. IYO SKY now meets her there, looking for a sunset flip bomb. Rhea Ripley now in trouble outside the ring. Power bomb.
Oh, the tingles, the thunderbolts shooting up the spine.
This match has been absolutely incredible. IYO SKY, Rhea Ripley putting it all on the line. Again with Rhea Ripley in position, the genius of the sky, looking to go up top, looking to fly. The officials coming too. IYO SKY hits it. The over the moonsault, and Rhea kicked the toe. Rhea kicked the toe. Now it's IYO SKY's turn. Now it's IYO SKY's turn to say, what the hell do I do now?
Holy hell!
The over the moonsault. And for all intents and purposes, this was over.
Like a truck had already hit Rhea Ripley, and then you hit your nuclear bomb on her, and Ripley kicks out.
It is our main event for the Women's World Championship. It has been brutal. It has been a fight. It has been a classic. Rhea Ripley, IYO SKY.
Heinous and merciless. Oh, two women putting in performances of extreme distinction.
IYO going to the top rope yet again. Genius of the sky as Rhea Ripley rolls out to the apron, perhaps saving herself.
Crushing blow there to IYO SKY. Hopes faded for both women.
Not quite sure what IYO's trying to do here, dragging Rhea back to her feet. Now trash talking Rhea. Oh, bounced off the steel post. And Ripley now with a smile on her face. Maybe she believes the momentum is starting to shift here, Wade. With IYO SKY in trouble on the top rope, Rhea Ripley's gonna climb the ropes now. Ask Raquel Rodriguez all about this.
Rhea Ripley tapping into something different tonight, and it needs it against this version of IYO SKY.
Tonight it's from the top rope. Rhea Ripley, oh my goodness, Spanish fly! Both women are down. IYO's out, Rhea's out, world title's on the line.
It is a
Oh my God. Naomi, Miss Money in the Bank.
with a referee in tow.
Oh my God. Naomi, who's involved in the no-holds-barred match earlier tonight, is coming down to the ring. The contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, Naomi is cashing
Oh my God.
her Money in the Bank contract. This is now a triple threat match.
And again, it's a triple threat match.
World Championship.
It's a triple threat match. Anything goes. She can use the briefcase as a weapon. There are no disqualifications under triple threat rules.
Officially cashed in against two completely decimated women.
Rhea Ripley off the post. Split-legged moonsault. Covered by Naomi. Naomi's the world champion. Holy cow. Naomi's the world champion.
Here is your winner, and new Women's World Champion, Naomi!
Wade, the entire world thought Naomi was focused on Tiffany Stratton in the WWE Women's Championship. But tonight, she shocked everyone and cashed in on IYO SKY for the Women's World title.
Well, what an epic matchup between IYO SKY and Rhea Ripley, who took each other to hell and back. But earlier tonight, Naomi, who lost that matchup, that no-holds-barred matchup with Jade Cargill, while she was later to win, and the golden is a change in hands here at Evolution.
The Spanish fly let both women down in the ring, and Naomi seized her opportunity. Miss Money in the Bank would rush down to the ring inside that briefcase, a contract that Naomi could cash in anytime she wants for a world championship opportunity, and she chose tonight. Now remember, this became a triple threat match, which means you can use the briefcase because there are no disqualifications. Naomi dumps Rhea Ripley, then she turns her attention to the champion, and a split-legged moonsault gives Naomi her third world championship.
Well, Naomi is crazed, she's sadistic, she's unhinged, but she's the champion. Timing could not have been better.
Caution, caution, caution. Naomi rules the division as the Women's World Champion. And boy, oh boy, has the landscape ever changed from Monday Night Raw and WWE. After a hellacious battle between IYO and Ripley, Naomi took advantage and wins the World Championship. It's been a long time coming for Naomi. Once again, after many, many years, she's on top of the mountain as the Women's World Champion.